Hey guys, it's Brian from MakersFitness.com. We have recently had a question posted in our Facebook group about how to get motivated to get back to working out. This is something that a lot of people struggle with, especially if they've had success with the program and then went back into some bad habits. And trying to get back into it sometimes is really hard. Either the workout that you've done before just isn't getting you going again, or if you had a lot of success that first time around and then you start it again, you expect to have that same feeling that second time around, and sometimes it just isn't that way. Whether it's because you're already familiar with the workouts, or starting the idea of starting something new is just so daunting that it'll hold you back. So I just want to kind of give you a couple ideas. This person was really struggling with especially their nutrition. They did awesome the first round, broke some bad habits, but then after they finished their program, went back to those bad habits. Really hard to break it that second time around. So just a couple thoughts for you. Sometimes I would focus on one thing at a time. For example, getting your nutrition back on track. I would do something like the 3-day refresh. Now I'm not just trying to peddle that product, but basically it's a great way to jumpstart any nutrition or fitness program. It's much easier to follow than something like the 21-day ultimate reset. It's 3 days. They have the meals laid out for you. It's really easy to make. There's not a lot of food prep, and it kind of helps get you over that little 3-day hump of getting some of the junk food out and really kind of cleansing your body. When I did it, I really didn't have that much weight to lose. At least I didn't think I did. But it's really it's pretty low calorie, especially if you're doing some workouts. But honestly, I wasn't that tired. So after even by the third day, I was doing max 30, and I was feeling awesome through that. And I wasn't using any kind of pre-workout or anything like that. Didn't even have coffee. So that's what I would use just starting out. And then just know that, especially if you're trying to break some habits, there's a book that I was just kind of reading about, and I'm going to check into it, but if this is something you struggle with, you should really consider checking it out too. It's called Salt, Sugar, and Fat, and I was hearing about it on a podcast. And basically it's a book about how the food industry, especially processed foods or even foods that you eat out, when you're going out to a restaurant, have these additives in it that are basically addictive. I mean, the reason we have such strong cravings for this stuff is after a few weeks, or after even a couple days, your body has a typical withdrawal type response to things like grains and sugars and even salt sometimes. So, trying to cut that stuff out is going to be really hard, but if you can kind of prepare yourself ahead of time and know that, come a week or 2 weeks, when you're trying to cut that stuff out, you're going to kind of struggle with it. So as long as you can get through that hump, you won't have those desires to go back to that food, but getting through that first initial few weeks is tough. So, hopefully that helps. Check out that book if that's something that you struggle with. Check out our challenge groups. We can kind of help you with that kind of stuff. We struggle with that kind of thing too. Cutting that stuff out is hard, and you have to really want to, be rid of that stuff forever. Otherwise, it's going to be there. So, anyways, I hope this helps. Give me some more tips and stuff as I think of them, and I will see you very soon. Thanks.